So I've been playing Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl since its release these past few days, and right off the bat I have to say, the game's pretty solid. Especially how good the combos feel and how devastating it is when certain attacks connect with one another. It just feels pretty good, to be honest. I also like the core roster of the characters they selected to represent Nick's best of the best. It is almost perfect. Almost. But I think that's as far as my praises for this game come, because there are three major issues that I think if they don't address quickly, it will slowly damage the game and it will die out quicker. And I think that's truly a shame, because I think this game has the potential to be super big and super special and have a long life cycle. So I'll go over these three issues from biggest to smallest. As gameplay goes, I don't really have much of an issue. It is fun and responsive for the most parts, but when it comes to the bottom layout, here is where I think it falls flat for me. Sure, you can change the bottom mapping, but it's very bare bone. For example, I tend to play these games with tap jump on, which basically means jumping by pressing the joystick up instead of pressing a button to jump. Now in Nick, there's no option for this. You're stuck playing tap jump off and using a button to jump. This is even more annoying when you also have dedicated buttons for strong attacks, where in other games you just flick the joystick to make these. So I went to playing these games using barely 2 buttons to using all 4 with no option to change it. And for a game inside the platform fighter genre, this is no good. Everyone has their own unique way of playing these games. Hell, I've seen people play with the controller upside down. Granted, it's weird as shit, but the custom controls allows them to play however they feel more comfortable, something the Nick game is severely lacking. The major thing is, this is a platform fighter, meaning comparing it to others in the genre is fairly common, especially the one that created the genre, you know, this very small game called Smash. And sure, it's unfair to me to compare it to something like Smash, but the beauty of Smash clone games is that sometimes they nail the formula a bit better. Take Rivals of Aether for instance. I love Rivals. They nail down the fast-paced and aggressive nature that I like about Smash, but add their own flair, making it more aggressive by removing shields and grabs, focusing on barging in and adding a parry system that actually works. Looking at you, Ultimate. So with these little additions and removals, it forces players to be aggressive but smart about it, so the games are always intense and refreshing to the point that sometimes I'd rather play Rivals than Smash. But that's the beauty of Rivals. They made their own twist but understand that people play in all sorts of ways coming from other games, so the custom controls in Rivals are even better than Smash. In Rivals you can truly play however the hell feels better for you, so I can enjoy everything. But to give Nick some slack, Rivals has one advantage over Nick, and that is original characters. In this regard, Nick is more like Smash than Rivals. Rivals of Aether uses original characters, hence why they can avoid doing certain things, and it really doesn't matter if they use voice acting or not. Nick, on the other hand, is an ensemble of Nickelodeon's greatest cartoons, so when you punch SpongeBob with Patrick, you expect a certain sound. For whatever reason, they decided to make every character a mute here, and this just does not work. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, it doesn't work. All these characters have iconic voices and lines. Not hearing them even grunt? Hell, this game has Michelangelo from TMNT, and I have never seen this character so quiet. It feels like it lacks a certain amount of polish, which again, I think is a shame because when it comes to the moves, these characters are well represented. I think voice acting in this game would do wonders for it, and a lot of people think that too. Sadly, this also happens with the music. The same way that the characters lack a certain personality, the stages you can play on also suffer from this. For probably the same reason the characters are mute, they decided to not use the original songs from these shows, instead creating a sound-alike song. And not to discredit the songs they made for the game, some of them are quite good, but they can't compare sadly to what we know these songs can be. And that's really all my thoughts on the game. I feel like this has been the most negative video I have ever done, but really this is all criticism out of love to all of these characters, and I am really hoping they fix all of these issues so they can have a proper game. Okay, bye.